An artist's story. George Sheffield. "You are the doctor, I suppose," said Augustus Pokewhistle, smiling from his bed at the immense man who arrived secretly while he slept. "It is kind of you to come, but I don't think you can help me. However, as you are here, I will tell you what is wrong with me. I am an artist. I paint pictures, and I draw drawings. But you are going to tell me that you are not interested in the story of my life." Augustus laughed bitterly. "You are one of the uncaring public, and it is of no importance to you if a clever young man should take to his bed at the height of his youth, never to rise again. But I suppose you have been sent here by some interfering so-called friend of mine to save me from my suffering, and I must therefore explain my illness. And you cannot understand my illness unless I tell you the story of my life. But I was delicately brought up, and it soon became clear that I was not an ordinary boy. At the age of 7, I won a prize for a drawing of an animal. We will forget the fact that I had intended my drawing to represent sunset over London. After that, my proud parents provided me with plenty of pencils and paper and gave me the opportunity of studying under great painters. At the age of 21, I started a business as a painter of people and painted 11 pictures of my own face. Nobody seemed to want them, and if you go into my sitting room, you will see them hanging sadly on the wall, looking down at the empty chair which I will never sit in again, for I am certain that I shall never rise from this bed. Nobody came to have their pictures painted, and I had no desire to paint any more of myself. Although it may seem impossible, I could no longer get any pleasure out of it after I had finished the 11th, and this proves that one can get tired of even the most heavenly beauty. But may I mention that there is a certain repetition in your remarks? Let me finish, and then you can say "but" as often as you like. I turned from painting people to painting the country. 9 times I painted the view from the back window, and 7 times I painted the view from the front window. But could I sell the 7 pictures of the view from the front window? Or the 9 from the view from the back window? I could not. I only had a bit of money left, and I decided, after a severe struggle with myself, to forget my soul and to paint for money. I determined to draw funny pictures for the newspapers. Remember that I was without hope and almost hungry, so do not think of me too severely. But I know what you're going to say. If I had had the soul of a true artist, I would have died rather than do such a thing. But remember that my wife and children were crying for bread, or would have been crying for bread if I had had a wife and children. And was it my fault that I hadn't a wife and little children? So I made 30 or 40 funny drawings every day and sent them to the papers. I soon found that selling one's soul for money is not so easy as it sounds. Believe it or not, I got no money. I just got my drawings back. But you may well ask why they were sent back. I cannot tell you. I tested them on the cat. I had often heard the expression, "funny enough to make a cat laugh," and so I placed them in a line and carried the cat along in front of them. He laughed until he was sick. In any case, he was sick. Then I became more and more disheartened. I tried drawing for advertisements. Clothes, pianos, bottles, immensely tall ladies with foolish smiles. I sent them off by the 100, and all I received was a sample bottle or two, a sample card of wool. I rather expected to get a sample tall lady with a foolish smile, but probably she got lost in the post. So I gave up the struggle. My heart was broken, and I determined to take to my bed, never to rise again. You cannot help me, doctor. No skill of yours can help me. I feel certain that I shall never rise from this bed. And I feel certain that you will, said the stranger, carefully placing Augustus' poke whistle on the carpet, because I've come to take it away. I'm from the furniture shop, and the bed isn't paid for.